Hey everybody, Sean McInnes and Peter Brown here, and in case you haven't heard the news, Konami has just released about a half hour of new Metal Gear Solid 5 gameplay footage, which you should definitely check out here on GameSpot. But before you do, we want to have noted Metal Gear Solid enthusiast Peter Brown, the man who actually got to check out that demo behind closed doors at E3, give you a little run-through of some of the things to keep an eye on.
Yeah, so Ground Zeroes, the game we got back in March. Some people called it a demo, and we're not going to argue that here. But that was supposed to be a preview of what we're to expect in the main part of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. For the first time, we did get to see that gameplay, and things are actually a lot different than what Ground Zero showed us. Ground Zeroes reinvented some of the camera things, some of the stealth mechanics.
Right.
But what we have in The Phantom Pain is actually a lot of stuff from Peace Walker.
Oh, really?
One of the most notable things is the Fulton recovery system.
Yes.
So, one of the things you do in Metal Gear a lot is you knock out a soldier so you can sneak past him. One thing you did in Peace Walker, one thing you're going to do in Phantom Pain is abduct these soldiers by attaching a little balloon to their back and sending them up to a plane which whisks them back to your base.
You basically steal them away from their previous jobs and land them new jobs working for you, whether they like it or not.
Yeah, and when you assign them these jobs, they actually can help you out in some ways. Like they can give you info on enemy movements on base. They can help your R&D department come up with new items that you can use in the field. But you're not just Fulton recovering soldiers now, you're also doing it to large shipping containers.
Okay.
To vehicles such as jeeps.
Okay.
And goats.
And goats.
And goats.
Now, I can see the utility of Fulton recovering a jeep or a car, because that's stuff that can come in handy. Why would you do that to a goat?
A goat is a cute, lovable thing that I guess would keep you comfortable. I don't know. I can't think of a really good reason, honestly. But it's a thing you can do, right? I mean, it's one of those goofy mechanics that sort of, maybe it stands in the face of the more serious, dramatized things about Metal Gear, but it's what we kind of come to expect.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a series that's always kind of like walked a tightrope between very serious and very silly. It's always had those undercurrents. So it's nice to see that stuff kind of popping up in Phantom Pain.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Another thing that's back is the cardboard box, but that, again, is different than it's been before. So one thing you can do, in the past, you'd have to get out of the box to do anything. Now what you can do is you can pop out of the top and trank a guy and go back in. Or you can, say, sneak around and have someone actually notice the box and get curious, and you can pop out the back. And then you can sneak away, so you're using the box as a decoy.
So it's basically, you have more control over the cardboard flaps on the box, basically, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
It's not a binary box. You're not in the box or outside the box.
Well, you got to think outside the box.
Okay. I just did that, and I regret it immediately. Okay, so the box is just more kind of like, you have more room to finagle within, kind of like, sometimes you're halfway in it, sometimes you're not. You just pop out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Pop out.
You just pop out. So yeah, the box and the Fulton recovery system are two of the biggest changes to the system. But there are some other oddities in there. Like you've got a let's say if you want to watch time pass, you can get an idea of soldiers different shifts throughout the day.
Okay.
You can smoke the Phantom cigar, which contains a...
That's a euphemism if I've ever heard one.
It contains a medicinal herbal blend that alters your perception of time, according to the game. And so when you smoke in the cigar, which is an e-cigar, by the way, that has holographic smoke, like you do. Basically, day changes to night changes to day, and you can use your little iDroid and watch soldiers' movements and set little waypoints and say, okay, I'll go here this time of day and like that. But yeah, there's a whole lot of little mechanics. If you guys check out the gameplay trailer, demo, actually, on our site, and we've got a few different stories covering all these things as well. So check out GameSpot for more Phantom Pain coverage. Sean?
Peter?
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you very much. I'm going to go Fulton recover a goat.